Hi, my name is Annalisa. I am the Director of Artistic Partnerships and Innovation here at Baltimore Center Stage. And I wanted to say welcome to all of y'all to BCS tonight. I'm curious by a quick show of hands, for how many of y'all is this like the first time you've been here? I see a couple. Oh yeah, awesome, amazing. Welcome. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome back. Thank you for coming back for live theater and live events here in Baltimore. Just a quick, yes, I heard a woo up there. Yeah. Just a quick housekeeping note. We're still asking everyone to keep your masks on inside unless you're eating or drinking actively. We're trying to keep our community safe here. So thank you for helping us with that. And before we begin, I want to offer a brief land acknowledgement. Baltimore Center Stage is located on the ancestral and occupied lands of the Piscataway peoples. The lands have also been cared for by the Lumbee, Lenape, and Susquehannock peoples and many indigenous nations who are still here today. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and future. The Baltimore Butterfly Sessions is a civic dialogue series where we use art as a catalyst for conversation. So we'll have a moment during the show where we encourage you to share your thoughts with your neighbors. So I want to give you all a moment just to, if you haven't already, say hello to whoever's sitting next to you so that you can talk to them during the show. Thank you. The theme for tonight is the black butterfly. Yes. A symbol of growth and emergence, transformation, and borderless migration, butterflies remind us that tiny shifts in one place can set profound change in motion. And butterflies, I think you all already know, have a special resonance here in Baltimore. You may or may not know that the city of Baltimore is sometimes referred to as the black butterfly and white L, according to Dr. Lawrence Brown of Morgan State University, and author of, yes, snaps, claps, author of The Black Butterfly. Baltimore's hyper-segregated neighborhoods experience radically different realities. Typically, black neighborhoods fan out to the east and west, resembling the shape of a butterfly, while white neighborhoods run down the center of the city in the shape of an L. We were so inspired by Dr. Brown's incisive research that we named this whole series after his work. And we couldn't be more thrilled to have him here with us tonight. Thank you. You'll hear music tonight from Baltimore's own Easy Jackson, poetry from internationally recognized local poet Lady Brion, readings of excerpts from The Black Butterfly, and a keynote by the one and only Dr. Lawrence Brown. We are in for quite a treat, my friends, and with no further, I'm going to turn it over to Easy Jackson to get us started with the song.
Check, 1, 2. How y'all feeling? All right, so this is called Rapping Over Dan Deacon. This is a high energy one, so there's a point where I'm going to get to clapping and moving around, and y'all just keep that energy with me. We're going to wake it up a little bit. Is that all right? All right, let's go. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
Why don't you do something different and get out of your rut? You're just sitting there like an asshole. Come on.
We don't want your sympathy. We're despising all the free lunch. I can't love who you pretend to be when your entity is worth much. Oh, baby, now it ain't time to be scared. Time to be grinding and time to beware. Shine on, they shining, you outshine the glare. They glisten, you crystal and mountain fresh air. Baby, is it really what you think it is? You think maybe you should think again? Rest in peace, Nelson Mandela. Forgive the youngins for they bandanas. Shots fired to stop, die straight. Swear hunger rumbles to take you from humble to spewing hate. Is your good sense with you? With your hood fan for you? Is a Benz all you could do? This how we do this. Reading Rudyard Kipling with that nasty boy in my cup. Got no time to try being line with fools who got the slightest clue of what's up. Originality seem to be rare. Creative covers is looking so bare. Writing your idols to honor your idols. I feel your foundation is fragile and frail. Got my meat on all the time. You can do you for you and that's fine. Whoever you claim to be at that time, I ain't really got time to waste on that bullshit. In the era where they scared to unplug your MacBook. And that light flash from that fast hook. And then things just ain't the same. You done been programmed into a game. You listen to date exchanges thinking you the same, but thinking you can do the same thing. Is your good sense with you? With your hood fan for you? Is a... Let's go, Baltimore. This is the last one, right? Is it really what you think it is? You think maybe we should think again? Rest in peace, Nelson Mandela. Forgive the youngest for their granddad. Y'all feel that? Y'all good? Y'all awake tonight? All right, Baltimore, let's go.
Are you kidding? Yes, easy. Yeah, one more time for Easy Jackson, y'all. Don't worry, he's coming back. He's coming back. And now I want to keep us going and ground us more in art, and I'm going to invite Lady Brion up to the stage. Lady Brion, if you haven't already met her, is an international spoken word artist, curator, activist, organizer, educator, and the executive director of the Pennsylvania Avenue Black Arts and Entertainment District. She received her BA in Communication and Culture from Howard University and her MFA in Creative Writing and Publishing Design from the University of Baltimore. During her slam career, she won the 2016 National Poetry Slam and the 2017-2019 Southern Fried Regional Slam and the 2019 Rust Belt Regional Slam. Yeah, I know. She's amazing. Most recently, although is this even true? Most recently, she became a Woman of the World Poetry Slam champion and International Poetry Slam champion in 2021. Didn't you just win something like last month? Yeah, but. She says, yeah, but. In 2018, she published a book and accompanying album called With My Head Unbowed. Lady Brion also serves on the board for Do More Baltimore and as the cultural curator for a grassroots political think tank called Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle right here in Baltimore. We love her. Lady Brion, come on up.
Hey, everybody, how y'all feeling? Good. All right, so I'm going to do 2 poems and get out your way. Is that all right? All right, so how many people in here have heard spoken word poetry before? Okay, so I don't really have to explain how we don't like quiet rooms, okay? We already started it with easy, okay? We like energetic rooms, okay? So I'm going to do 2 poems, and if you hear something that resonates with you, if you hear a line that you like, something that really makes you feel something or think something, there are ways that you can show it without waiting to the end of the poem, okay? We're gonna practice some participatory listening, okay? All right? So one of the things that you can do is you can snap your finger. Everybody try it. Sounds marvelous, okay? You could also, if you like a line a little more than that, okay, you can be like, try it. You made the face too, yes, that's exactly what we love to see, okay? And if you like it a little more than that, this is one of my favorite. You might not like it, but it's one of my favorites. You can be like, yes, try it. Okay, all right, listen. And if you want to show any other exuberance in any other way, I encourage it, okay? All right, so I'm going to jump into this first poem. It is entitled Two Baltimores. And I have the privilege of also being the narrator for the audiobook of Dr. Lawrence Brown. And yes. So if you're a listener more than you're a reader, it is my voice that you would be hearing. But this poem that I did is interestingly enough, my own poetic way of unpacking some of the themes that are happening in the book, as well as Baltimore is used as a microcosm to talk about segregation across the United States, right? And so in this poem, I talk about the fact that depending on where you are in Baltimore and where, how you are navigating in the city, your experience might be very different, because as we know, there are in fact 2 Baltimores. And so that's what this poem is dedicated to, and I hope you enjoy. Baltimore is like a set of fraternal twins, conceived as one, but birthed into 2, separated by a difference in characteristics. Don't believe me? Well, check the census, because half these neighborhoods been black and poor since Nixon was president, and it's crazy. In '68, they put a bullet through a king's dream, and in the streets were riots. 2015, a gray man is made a memory, and again, riots, because America is still on a predominantly dark meat diet in this city. There are multi-climate conditions. Concrete jungles, food deserts, fire hydrants are misting while resources run low. But behold, an oasis of plush green trees and rolling parks exist in the land of condos. Just look at the windows if you want to see pain. The rich, no curtains, because they would never cover. The poor use brown plywood as a cover, and you can hear the cricket-filled silence or police sirens bouncing off the walls of project housing, mansions in Guilford, but vacants in Gilmore, manicured lawns or weeds growing between the cracks of calloused sidewalks when it's 2 a.m. On one side of town, there is a white woman jogging, a taut leash around the neck of her miniature schnauzer, Sophie. But on the other side of town, there are blue lights, cop lights, floodlights, cell phone lights in the hand of a young brother on a corner trapping, while the low light of hope is ever dimming. In John Hopkins medical campuses forever sprouting, touting, revitalization smiling through crest white teeth, while the aching teeth of the poor can feel the rot of gentrification in their dilapidated communities, decaying like cavities, but coffee cafes foreshadow a root canal for pennies. They'll uproot a mother, father, and child, then put colorful paint over a graveyard view. Just ask Greenmount what a station north will do. Lead particles on the H2O or outdoor water fountains always afloat. Bike lanes or crater moon-sized potholes. Fiends penguin wobble to a street side lean, or prescription addicts with paychecks that keep habits fully functioning. There are some communities with flower shops, but others have teddy bear memorials commemorating homies that got popped. Tennis shoes on light poles to uplift fallen souls. You still can't see the distinction between 2 twins cocooned in the womb of the belly of the beast. It's easy as counting 1, 2, 3. Just count the corner stores, liquor stores, and churches versus dog parks, guarded fences, and organic markets. The tale of 2 Baltimores is not a secret. There are just some who are too privileged to ever see it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna do one more poem. This poem, okay, so I was randomly listening to the song by the rapper 50 Cent. And yeah, and then it kind of, I don't wanna say inspired, but it kind of inspired this poem, or it was a little tune that I put to this poem entitled Many Men. Same as the song. And this poem is really talking about the different sort of intersectional oppression that is faced particularly by me as a black woman in America. And so, yeah, that poem is really just unpacking that for me, and I thought this would also be on theme for the subjects that you'll find in Dr. Lawrence Brown's book. Cool? And then I'm gonna take my seat. Okay. All right, I'm gonna drink another little bit of water, and then I'm gonna do the poem for real. I love it. Anytime somebody in the audience is like, take your time, I just feel so welcome to do that. And it's a great feeling. Okay. Many men, many men wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men. Many men wish death upon me. The scent of a slow murder is not sweet. It's toxic in this jungle of concrete where men build chemical plants instead of planting trees. Industrial incinerators burn my nostrils till they bleed in my hood. The baby's got asthma, and it hugs their lungs so tight, it's like men be bearing arms against windpipes so we can't breathe easy. The school system strangled my soul and snuffed my spirit. The ghost of white men annihilating the living. Textbooks attempt to erase my ancestors' face as if we never existed, and still I learned to speak the truth, which is a death sentence punctuated with puncture wounds. We so holy, forever on the fence of heaven's gates, because America's been plotting on our plot since we got here. We already the walking dead, and this is the slow rot. The broken-hearted with heart disease. Health systems done failed us, so we dying of organ failures. Doctors ready to grim reap what they've already sown because it's money in my sutras. America's in love with dead bodies like a Kama Sutra. But Mr. Backlash guess karma don't suture. The policies of dead presidents kill black residents to make more dead presidents. Whether by caskets, cotton, or locked in, we stripped of blood and bone, and they headline the spin. They banned my right to abortion, criminalized this womb and called it cemetery, forcing black mamas to produce black babies while simultaneously lowering our children's life expectancy. We be drowning in poverty. So retirement plans be working to death, and we can't even eat healthy. Fresh food, a mirage that I can't see, cut off from the grocer, so we're the only ones left to be butchered, searching for peace. But it seems that men only want me in pieces. Many men, many men wish death upon me. Blood in my dog and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, but they just want to take my life away. Many men, many men wish death upon me. Thank you.
Lady Brion, oh my God. I swear, every time I hear you do anything, I'm just like, wow. You like speak to us. Thank you for that. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna keep us moving, and now is the moment when we're gonna have some audience volunteers come up and read a couple of excerpts from Dr. Brown's book. So my audience volunteers, who don't worry, they already volunteered, they already consented. We're not coming around. If y'all want to come up over here, and we'll have the first reader go ahead and start. Thank you.
Wow, I have to follow that. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Johnson. I'm reading a section of The Black Butterfly where Dr. Brown quotes, Ntozake Sanjay's, "If I can cook, you know God can. African American food, memories, meditations, and recipes." When the freeways came through our communities, the African American ones, my home was disappeared along with thousands of others. We were left with no business districts, no access to each other. What was one neighborhood was now 10. Who lived next door was now a threatening 6 or 8 highways away, if there were at all. Particularly hurt were the restaurants and theaters where a community shares food and celebrates itself. This, we know, is already a death blow to our culture, extroverted, ruckus, and spontaneous.
Hey everyone, I'm Jasir, and I'm going to be reading Dr. Brown's definition of the black butterfly. The black butterfly, a term I coined to describe the geographic clustering of where black Baltimoreans live. The phrase denotes not only where black Baltimoreans are geographically clustered, but also where capital is denied and structural disadvantages have accumulated due to the lack of capital access. Hence, the black butterfly is more than a demographic description. It is a political, an economic, and a socio-cultural description.
Hi, my name is SJ. I'm reading a section where Dr. Brown outlines a 5-step plan for racial equity. To implement a robust racial equity strategy, government officials, philanthropies, corporations, and nonprofits must follow these 5 steps. Number 1, obtain a deep understanding of historical trauma inflicted on black neighborhoods. Number 2, identify and stop all forms of ongoing historical trauma affecting black neighborhoods. Number 3, make decision-making participatory and deeply democratic for existing residents in redlined communities. Number 4, ensure a meaningful community ownership and wealth-generating stake in all projects, programs, developments, and interventions using collective economics. Number 5, make corrective and equitable budget allocations and funding choices to repair the damage caused by ongoing historical trauma on redline neighborhoods. Each step must be implemented to foster healthy and wealthy black neighborhoods. Racial equity starts with a reckoning.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, can I get one more round of applause for our volunteer readers from the audience? Thank you. And now I'm going to invite Easy back up, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about him because he's very humble, and I bet he wouldn't tell you all this about himself. So Easy is an MC, producer, and community organizer. He recently founded the record label and collective Epic Fam. Yet, as the frontman of the hip-hop fusion band Soul Cannon, as well as a solo artist, he has toured the U.S. and released 6 projects independently, bringing high energy, which we already know and love, forward-thinking lyrics to almost any musical challenge. His most recent solo album, Fool, has been well-received in Baltimore and surrounding areas with critical acclaim from media and fans. He is the host of Baltimore's premier recording studio, Lineup Room's Be More Beat Club, and a frequent collaborator with the Baltimore Boom Bap Society. He is also the co-host of a Charm City favorite, Hip Hop Karaoke. Easy is also a BSA alum, where I learned recently that he was a theater major, and currently works at the Baltimore Tree Trust, which was not in his bio, but I just wanted to put that in there because he told me about it the other day, and I wanted to share it because I think it's so emblematic of the way that Easy is like tending physically to our city. And I heard in your poem, you're talking about tree, and I just was like, oh, there's connections here. So anyway, I'm going to stop gushing about all these amazing artists, and I'm going to invite Easy back up to the stage. And as Easy plays, I want to offer a question to y'all to reflect on and maybe dialogue with one another. What are some tangible commitments or steps that you can take to make Baltimore a more racially equitable city? Small questions. Easy, over to you.
All right, this is not a bunch of clapping and jumping around. This one is called Be Great. All right, some of y'all know it. That's what's up. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's just do it.
I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great.
I just want you to be great. Even if it means you gotta leave me. And you don't wanna be babe, look baby, I'm straight. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. And homie, if it seems you never see me, no, I'm working, I'm great, I'm trying to get straight. Yeah. I just want you to be great. As the sunlight rises to meet us, another day rises to greet us. People, places, and things that tried to delete us couldn't beat us, couldn't be us, now they see us. I am not the twinkle on the brand new Breitling. I am the light shining when the night gets frightening. The truth and shock value, get your life on right swing, and I ain't no saint. I left Jesus at the pulpit, found God in self, decided not to forfeit. From life, done right, done wrong, apologize. Done things that made it so hard to smile inside. I know you're going through it, trust me, I know. We all coming from a memory, it's helping you grow. Just get your back up, head high, shoulder square. Get them squares out your circle, love until it overbears hate. Only you can get yourself into a better place. I want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. You feel me? Even if it means you gotta leave me. And you don't wanna be babe, look baby, I'm straight. Yeah. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. Look at your neighbor. We already talking to your neighbors, telling you want them to be great. We just gonna push greatness all through this room and let greatness walk out of here at the end of the program. You feel me? Yeah. No, I'm working, I'm great, I'm trying to get straight. Look, I just want you to be great. And I can see in your eyes you want to quit. But remember the winners, you made it through just ahead of summer lit. You take the bitter with the sweet and you make a meal. The energy you need to continue and seal a deal. Synergy revealed is bigger than what you feel. When the pressure gets real, know that pressure can't kill. The passion, desire, the drive, the will of focus running through the fire and survive. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Go ahead and levitate. The drama ain't necessary. Just go ahead and meditate. Get your back up. Head high, shoulder square. Get them squares out your circle. Love until it overbears hate. Only you can get yourself into a better place. I want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. Even if it means you gotta leave me. And you don't wanna be babe, look baby, I'm straight. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. And homie, if it's in you never see me. No, I'm working, I'm great, I'm trying to get straight. I just want you to be great. I just make some noise if you're pushing for greatness. I just want you. I wrote this song because we go through a lot. You know what I mean? Even we forget. You gotta leave me. We just gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? Shout out to greatness in the building, Dr. Brown. My family, Lady Brion. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I hope y'all can walk away and take that with you. You know. Tell it to your haters. Tell it to your haters. I want you to be great. You gotta do it from somewhere from around me, but go be great. I just want you to be great. Thanks, y'all.
He said, tell the haters, I want you to be great. I love it. Thank you, Easy. Thank you. You know, that song gets me like every time. But now, y'all, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Brown up to the stage for tonight's keynote speech. Lawrence T. Brown, as you all may already know, is the author of the book called The Black Butterfly, The Harmful Politics of Race and Space in America, which was published by Johns Hopkins University Press in January 2021. The Black Butterfly was the #1 selling book in 2021 at 3 independent bookstores right here in Baltimore City. Urban Reads, yes! Urban Reads Bookstore, Greedy Reads, and Red Emma's Bookstore Coffee House. The audiobook, which we learned Lady Brion is the narrator on, is now available on multiple platforms. Dr. Brown is currently a research scientist in the new Center for Urban Health Equity at Morgan State University, where he is leading the Black Butterfly Rising initiative. The initiative is focused on making Black neighborhoods matter. He is also in the process of outlining his next book, tentatively entitled Building the Abolition Democracy. Dr. Brown, I'm going to hand it right over to you, and thank you so much for being here again.
All right, how's everyone doing? Listen, I just want to thank you all for coming out. It is extremely meaningful to me to be here today. The Baltimore Center Stage, thank you to Stephanie, thank you Annalisa. This was the first institution to really name some part of their work after the Black Butterfly concept. So I just want to give them a round of applause. Will you help me? Thank you so much. And I am delighted to be here today. I want to talk about the birth of the Black Butterfly. Where did this term come from? Where did it all really begin? I want to tell that story, and then I'm going to talk about where we can go. So can I have me a mic too that I can walk around with? I want to walk around, Mike. Oh, and while I'm getting started, can y'all give it up once again for these amazing artists, Easy and Lady Brion. I just love that Be Great, and I love Fraternal Twins, but 2 Baltimores. I love their work. So if you can see this map right here, this is Baltimore's residential security map. Actually, I don't want to talk about that first. I want to talk about this first. This is the New York Times article, and I may need a Vanna White to kind of show this to my folks over here, or you all can come see it afterwards. This is a 3 feet by 4 feet, I believe, copy of the December 19th New York Times article, where it reads, Baltimore tries drastic plan of race segregation. Strange situation which led the Oriole City to adopt the most pronounced Jim Crow measure on record. It catalogs in great detail. You can download this on your phone right now if you search for it. What's up, Rev? How you doing? Good to see you. It details marvelously in real time how Baltimore became the first city in America to pass a residential racial zoning law. And it was the man in the middle, Baltimore Mayor John Barry Mahul. Somebody say John Barry Mahul. That was a little weak, but I'll take it. This is Baltimore Mayor John Barry Mahul, and to his left, upper left, you see Councilman Samuel L. West. It was his ordinance. So we're talking about ordinance, we're talking about policies, we're talking about laws. And segregation wasn't just something, oops, it's just kind of happened, y'all. Oops, we became segregated. Oops, somehow black people can only live over there and white people can only live. No, this was intentional and it was malicious. And it was this was 1910. The New York Times published this article on December 25th, Christmas Day, but the law was passed. Y'all got to teach this to your children now. Teach this to the babies. The law was passed December 19th, 1910. Baltimore becomes ground zero for urban apartheid in America. So if you wonder why things are the way they are sometimes, just remember, Baltimore showed America just how drastically racial segregation could be engineered. Baltimore is ground zero for that. But I got to move on. I ain't got time to talk about this all day. You can see it for yourself. In 1937, see, I got to move forward in time. That was 1910, this is 1937. So this is when we get to the residential security map. Now, Dr. Brown, who drew this map? I'm glad you asked me the question. Because the entity responsible for drawing this map, y'all, was the United States government. Somebody say United States government. Oh, yeah, you see, there was an agency at the time called the Homeowners Loan Corporation, which later became married with his cousin, the Federal Housing Administration. Now, Dr. Brown, what did this map do? I'm glad you asked me that too. What this map dictated with 4 different primary colors, red, blue, yellow, and green, it determined which communities could have access to capital. So who else was involved? Because you got the federal government, but who is responsible for capital in America? Who's responsible for lending in America? What y'all say? Who? The banks. All right, so now we got another culprit involved. We're talking about the banks. And the banks would use maps like these to determine which neighborhoods could receive capital. Now, I want you to notice something. Baltimore engineers, pioneers, racial segregation, Baltimore mayor, city council. Then you have the federal government, you have the Homeowners Loan Corporation, later the Federal Housing Administration, and you got the banks. And you know who else helped draw this map? Somebody had to grade the communities. Who do y'all think they sent out to grade and determine how these communities, the state of the community, who do you think they sent out? What type of professional you think they sent out? Engineers, politicians? All right, somebody got it. Somebody say real estate agents. Oh, yes. The realtors, oh my goodness. The realtors got together, they graded these communities, they created these color codes, and if you lived in a green or blue community, the banks would love to see you. Oh, what kind of interest rate do you want? 2.5%. How much money do you want? $500,000. But if you lived in the yellow community, the banks would be like, I don't know. That's where the European immigrants live. You know, the Irish, the Italian, the Polish. They just came over in the past 10, 20 years. They're a little sketchy. So the banks would be skittish about lending to them. Sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't. You see, because these immigrants, they weren't quite white yet. Unless you know how discrimination works in America. But if you lived in the red community, oh, the banks. Somebody say, oh, the banks. Oh, my goodness, the banks did not want to lend you that capital. These were the communities where the banks, they denied people on their home loans. They denied people for small business lending. Now, what happens? This is a very, very intelligent audience, I can tell. Right now, what happens to a community that's starved of capital? Year after year, decade after decade. Bankrupt. What else happens to such a community? What happens if you starve? What happens if we just starved your house right now of income? What happened to your house? No income. What crumbles? Disrepair? What y'all say over here? Lose it? You lose the house? Yes. Crime. People start what? Homelessness. People start acting crazy. We can stop right there. When you get living in a red line, now this is the thing, are the people in the green and blue communities better? Did they follow the law better? Are they better people? Or are they living in a space and place that was structurally advantaged and lifted up, while the red line and yellow line were structurally put down? And this is what I want to just sum up, because I got to go and talk about solutions. What I just want to say is racism in America is not just about the domination of people. Racism in America is also about the domination of space. The domination of space. But I got to move on because, like I said, we got to talk about some solutions, y'all. So this was the birth. You can actually see it. East Baltimore, Central East, Central West, that's the birth of the black butterfly. It was created by redlining. And as black people moved into the city, the Great Migration, the wings grew. And 78 years later, I was looking at a map of Baltimore as it was then laid out. And I said, wow, this black folks are living in East Baltimore and in West Baltimore, and it looks like a butterfly. I was listening to Kendrick Lamar's album, to Pimp a Butterfly, and I like that analogy of how something so beautiful as a butterfly could be exploited. So I said, well, I'm gonna call it the black butterfly. And that was 2015, and here we are 7 years later, and the concept has grown. In many ways, easy. It was because the artist, the muralist, the graffiti, the artist took it and ran with it and somebody put graffiti up on a building off of I-83 and it said the L and the butterfly off of 83. So I know a whole lot of people saw it. And that's how the term really became very popular. Artists took it and ran with it. And just like Lady Brion said, we're in a cocoon in redline black neighborhoods, but how do we make them matter? That's the question. And just like I want to write in my next book, the solution is building the abolition democracy. Thank you for snapping. Somebody got it. Building the abolition democracy. That's the secret, that's the solution. It was written, that term was coined by Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois, the greatest social scientist of all time. I'll be happy if I can get to be half of what he was. I'm racing it just to be half the social scientist that he was. But he says in his book, Black Reconstruction of America, that abolition democracy means that it's not just about abolishing chattel slavery, it's about including black people into the economic, social, and political structure of this country. And redlining shows us that entire neighborhoods of people are excluded from capital in a capitalist system. So that means we still have not fully, comprehensively abolished the legacy of slavery, because we have entire neighborhoods that we don't include in the social contract of this country. So abolition democracy means fully abolishing the legacy of slavery, including neighborhoods inside the political, economic, and social construct of the nation, so that their neighborhood, they say, easy, you plant trees. What happens? Have you been to some of these communities? How many trees do they have? Right? How much toxic lead are children exposed to? How much, if you go down to South Baltimore, what kind of quality of air are they breathing? Terrible, right? So what we're saying is we can't make black neighborhoods matter unless we flood those neighborhoods with resources and capital, and which means one of the solutions I talk about in my book is black neighborhood reparations. And let me tell you something. You can listen to all the politicians around, and if you don't hear them say black neighborhood reparations, somebody is not serious. Because that's the level, didn't I tell y'all it was intentional? This was malicious. We didn't, end up in a racially segregated society. Look, the mayor, the city council. So that means the same entities that inflicted the harm got to be taking responsibility for the solution. You can clap on that. Yes. The same. So who all need to be involved in the solution? The mayor, the city council, the United States government, the real estate industry, and our favorite institution of all money, 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 the banks. the same raggedy and racist institutions that caused the problem. Oh yeah, they got to be deeply involved in the solution. They got to say, this is when you know they're serious. They say, my predecessors caused the damage. My office is responsible. We created, through policies, practices, systems, and budget, we created a mess. Was it a cold mess or a hot mess? Oh yeah, let's tell the truth now. It was a hot mess that they created. And don't get me wrong, people in those communities, yes, that's responsibility they have to take. Oh yeah. But where does responsibility start? Do you start high or do you start low on the totem pole, on the hierarchy of power and responsibility? Do you start with the children when you go to fix the society? Ain't none of them in office. Are y'all running around blaming children for the hot mess we have in this country right now? Or do you have to blame the adults? That's right. So we got to look at the people that created it. They have to accept responsibility. And I'm talking about structural responsibility. Structural responsibility. And say, we created this mess, and we are responsible for helping to fix it. And I just want to say, as I go to my seat, see, it's a whole lot of people. Y'all see them Black Lives Matter signs? How many of y'all still see them? They still around? Here and there, all right. Well, let me tell you something. Remember this when they say, what did Dr. Brown talk about? Tell them this is what I was saying, that we cannot make Black Lives Matter unless we make black neighborhoods matter. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God, Dr. Brown. Yes, thank you. I'm like always amazed at how accessible you make very complex systems. So thank you for sharing with us tonight. I'm like buzzing with all sorts of ideas. Easy. Can I invite you back up for a final closing song? But before I do that, I want to remind y'all that our bar is still open. And I heard that we're going to keep the bar open for another like 20, 30 minutes so y'all can hang out here and chat about, like, I feel like I'm buzzing with ideas. So we're going to keep the bar open and keep the lobby open for like another 20, 30 minutes after we close the event tonight so y'all can dialogue with each other. And with that, I'm going to invite Easy back up for a closing song.
Thanks, y'all. I think it's appropriate to close with this one. It's called Unapologetically Black. So even though, we've had so many things that have intentionally tried to tear us down, intentionally tried to keep us under, we still continue to rise. And unapologetically black is like, I love that term, unapologetically black, being in spaces and not apologizing. You see me, don't you? You see my black ass. I'm right here. Let's go. If you feel this, put your hands in the air, put your fists in the air. For all black people in America, all black people in the African diaspora. Yeah, black, 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 black. All black my raps, all black my strap, all black my hat, all black like that. All black, I'm unapologetic. Sawed-off shotgun, hand on the pump like them white boys who voted for Donald Trump. The imagery you giving me and mine ain't fact, though. Everything I ever knew to be the greatest was Black Ho, from Malcolm to Satchmo, the city to back roads. My people make cuisine when they threw us them scraps, though. Put me in schools with old books and no heat inside. My black teachers had us memorizing, still I rise in the black national anthem. Young, black, and handsome, the best way to describe Miss Catherine grandson. Descendant of a beautiful hue that you can't bleach. Speak the language of them naughty hit boys you can't reach. Lame if you think you killing my spirit, my illa diligence. Shame that you just can't see it, blinded by privilege. Fist raised, head high, I'm ready for attack. The sleeping giant is woke and he is unapologetically black. Black, 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 black. All black my raps, all black the match. All black my hat, all black my strap. All black like that, I'm unapologetically black. That be life though. I try and do my best to get it right, though. I'm getting nervous when them blowing red lights go, knowing that this stop could be the ending of my night floor. Maybe this the stop that'll end my life, yo. Is he just an officer or a hate-filled psycho? I don't know, so I got my hands on the wheel, no schoolboy and ASAP. They hated on my skin since way back, I hate that. You hate facts, so you watch Fox News, the police, the real mafia, money high clues. I'm confused why you call me American. You focus your attention on the places I've never been. I grew up in war zones, torn homes, black and Hispanic. I found peace in the mosque, but the world made me a manic. Satanic images planted, inconspicuous places, white faces. I don't know who hit me and who racist, so tell me really what it is, homie. Real in my DNA, I'm allergic to phony. Jealousy of brown skin made them raw, rape and sodomize. I might intimidate you, but I will not apologize, motherfucker. Black, 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 all black my raps, all black my hair, all black the match, all black my stats, all black my strap. I'm unapologetically black, 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 all black the match, all black my hair, all black my strap, all black my raps, all black like that. I'm unapologetically black, 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 unapologetically black. Thanks, y'all.
Thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. We're so grateful for tonight's featured artists and readers. We hope you all had a wonderful time. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again at our next Baltimore Butterfly session, which will be next season. In the meantime, please check out our website for shows and events happening here at BCS through June. We have a play running right now called Dream House by Eliana Pipes, which is about two Latinx sisters who have to sell their family home HGTV style. And next Friday, right here in the lobby, we'll have our final sound check of the season featuring Baltimore's own Katrina Brené. That is this Friday, May 13th. We hope to see you back very soon. Thank you again. Our bar is open. We hope that you will stick around and talk about all the ideas that you heard tonight. Thanks, everyone.